Welcome to Epochs Across Eras, where we explore the rise and fall of ancient civilizations. In this episode, we examine the dramatic collapse of one of China's earliest dynasties, the Shang. For centuries, the Shang ruled with spiritual authority, bronze weapons, and powerful kings. But like many great powers, their end came through a mix of internal decay and rising external forces. From oppressive rulers to betrayed alliances, the Shang's fall was anything but simple. At the heart of the story is the rise of the Zhou, a once loyal vassal who would become the architect of a new political and philosophical era. Join us as we trace the cracks in the Shang foundation and witness the fall of a dynasty and the birth of another. In the final days of the Shang Dynasty, omens filled the skies, nobles whispered of betrayal, and the people grew restless. The last Shang king, once protected by divine favor, now ruled through fear and cruelty. Meanwhile, a rising force gathered in the west, the Zhou, patient and calculating. How did this once powerful dynasty crumble? Was it fate, misrule, or rebellion that ended the Shang reign? Today, we uncover the politics, battles, and betrayals that brought down a Bronze Age empire and changed Chinese history forever. The Shang dynasty's decline was slow but inevitable. Over centuries, power became centralized in the hands of kings who relied more on divine authority than good governance. Oracle bones from the late Shang period show increasing anxiety, signs of famine, unrest, and military setbacks. The last king of the Shang, known as King Zhou, no relation to the Zhou dynasty, ruled from around 1075 to 1046 BCE. He was infamous for extravagance, cruelty, and arrogance. Historical records, especially those written by later Zhou historians, paint him as a tyrant who ignored advice, overtaxed the people, and indulged in lavish pleasures while neglecting state affairs. He was said to have constructed the Deer Terrace Pavilion, a luxurious palace filled with debauchery and spectacle, all while peasants starved. Whether exaggerated or accurate, these accounts reflect a ruler out of touch with his people and his responsibilities. His failure to maintain alliances and honor ancestral traditions led to alienation among nobles and vassals. Even the spiritual connection between king and ancestors, the heart of Shang legitimacy, was eroding. Signs of unrest grew louder. And in the west, the Zhou began to prepare for something far greater than rebellion, a complete transfer of power. The Zhou were originally a vassal state under Shang control, located in the Wei River Valley to the west. For generations, they paid tribute to the Shang kings and followed ritual protocols. But under the leadership of King Wen of Zhou and later his son King Wu, they grew stronger, militarily, politically, and spiritually. King Wen built alliances with disaffected Shang nobles and smaller tribes, presenting himself as a righteous ruler who honored ancestral values. His vision was clear. Shang misrule had broken the natural order, and a new dynasty was needed to restore harmony. The Zhou began to articulate a philosophy that would change Chinese political thought forever: the mandate of heaven. This idea held that heaven granted the right to rule, but that mandate could be lost through misrule. The Shang kings, particularly King Zhou, had violated heaven's will through tyranny. The Zhou, in contrast, would restore moral governance. This wasn't just political propaganda, it was spiritual revolution. After King Wen's death, his son King Wu led a powerful coalition of allied tribes and disgruntled nobles. Their objective was simple: remove the Shang and establish a new order. But before revolution could succeed, there had to be battle. The final blow to the Shang came in 1046 BCE at the Battle of Muye. According to historical accounts, the Zhou coalition met the Shang forces near the Shang capital of Yin. Despite being outnumbered, the Zhou had the advantage of morale, preparation, and purpose. Many of the Shang troops were enslaved or conscripted peasants who reportedly defected mid-battle. Their hearts were not with the king. Meanwhile, the Zhou forces, driven by the belief that they carried heaven's will, fought with unity and discipline. The battle ended in a decisive Zhou victory. King Zhou of Shang fled to his palace, where he reportedly set it ablaze and died within, a final act of defiance, shame, or despair. With the Shang capital fallen, the Zhou seized power. They spared some members of the Shang royal family and appointed them ritual roles to honor ancestors, but political control now belonged to the Zhou. A new era had begun. The Shang Dynasty, once mighty and mysterious, faded into legend and history. But through its fall, China gained not only a new dynasty, but a powerful new idea: that rulers must govern justly or lose the very heaven that crowned them. The fall of the Shang dynasty marked more than a change in rulers. It marked a transformation in Chinese political philosophy. The Zhou's idea of the mandate of heaven would echo through thousands of years of Chinese history, shaping how dynasties rose and fell. Shang misrule, ritual excess, and social discontent provided a cautionary tale for all who followed. And yet the Shang left behind enduring legacies: bronze artistry, writing, spiritual traditions that continued to influence Chinese civilization. In their fall, they became teachers. Their mistakes shaped the future. Their tombs preserved their greatness. Their collapse cleared the stage for the Zhou to write the next chapter. Want to see how this new dynasty transformed China? Stay with Epochs Across Eras as we journey forward. Thank you for watching Epochs Across Eras. If you enjoyed this journey through history, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Let's keep exploring the past to uncover the stories that shaped our world. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep exploring the epochs that define us all.